The 4-game losing streak is to Charlotte, Detroit, Miami, and Orlando. And Miami hasn't been very good this year. You know, they haven't been great, even though they made the Eastern Conference Finals last year. I'm going to give you guys 6 numbers: 37, 61, 37, 21, 18, 30. That is the game number that the Warriors suffered their 6th loss the 6 times they have made the NBA Finals. Now, the year that they were terrible, they suffered it in Game 8. And then the following year, the year that LeBron knocked him out in the play-in game with the 3 in Steph's eye, they had their 6th loss in Game 12. This year it's Game 9. And here, by the way, they have 6 losses on the season. I think we have a graphic of all the teams in the league that have 6 or more losses. Ooh, that's a group you don't want to be in. So the Magic, who are tanking, the Nets, who are in disarray, the Pistons, who are tanking, the Rockets, who are tanking, and the Warriors. Noticeably absent from that graphic, the terrible Los Angeles Lakers, who have managed to not lose 6 games yet. So let's look at why, Brew. Because Steph's been unbelievable. Steph's like 31, 7 and 7.
Well.
He has been and rebounding well. I mean, he's been unbelievable.
Yep.
Clay and Draymond, a little bit worse than they were last year, both of them. It's early, but they're both a little bit worse. Poole is the same as last year. It's a little concerning. And those young guys, Wiseman, Kuminga, Moody, done nothing. Nothing. And it's not because they haven't gotten a chance. They got minutes and can't make the most of them. So I think it's fair to be concerned about the team that there were, had its leader, cold cock, a teammate going into the year, and now are 3 and 6.
Well, it doesn't feel like a vibes thing.
Yeah, I don't think it's because of the punch. It might be.
Can I say on the vibes thing just very quickly? I feel like if it weren't for the Lakers disaster and the Nets just travesty, maybe we'd think it was a vibes thing. Maybe if every day on these shows people were like, oh, Warriors, what's wrong with them? And they were being asked, well, what's wrong with them? But because they've kind of been under the radar, Brew, maybe that's why we don't think it's a vibes thing.
Look, I'm not very concerned. All right. It's early. They're a team that's won, as you mentioned, multiple championships. And so Draymond wants to downplay motivation, but it can be hard to get up for early season games, particularly against bad teams, when you know it's all about May and June. All right. And you're older. And to your point, Nick, they are playing the younger guys.
Should be easy for them to get up.
Right. Ideally, you're doing it to get them ready to go on a championship run. And I'm with you. The young guys have been disappointing. So I got 2 issues with what's going on there. The young boys, James Wiseman, who I've liked.
I know, and
I've
never understood why you liked him.
Well, the talent is there. Obviously, he's got the size. He's long. But my goodness, give me some effort. Give me some play with some smarts.
Man, he's still young.
He really hasn't played since high school.
I know. That's why you understand why you liked him so much.
Well, but again, potentially, and you're in a winning environment.
Sure.
If you're a winner, you're going to play well there. He hasn't done it. Kuminga's been disappointed. Moses Moody's been disappointed. They're starting now. You're right.
And Poole hasn't taken a lead.
Poole has not. I think Poole's playing a little worse than last year.
Okay.
Shooting about 31%, I think, from 3. So but I'm not really worried about Poole. Clay I know he got mad at Barkley for saying, you're not what you used to.
He got his feelings.
Right, it's true.
But it's
that's
true.
fine.
He hasn't. Now, maybe he'll get there, but so far he hadn't been the same guy. And Draymond's not been quite the same. His assists and rebounds, the lowest they've been since their first championship season.
So what teams are cooking them up? This is the issue. Steve Kerr said it was defense. Can we show the full screen, Hubs, if we get a second? Points per game, dead last. Field goal percentage, 22nd.
Well, there it is, defense.
3 points.
But that's where Draymond's act. So listen, you've always said, when I've criticized Draymond, you've brought up the good point, he's not a numbers guy. So evaluating, is Draymond the same or worse or whatever than last year based on his points, rebounds, assists, not the way to do it. The way to do it is, how's that team's defense?
Right.
And that team, if the team's defense has fallen off a cliff, which is what you're showing me.
And Clay's not the same defender either.
Correct.
And obviously,
but he also wasn't last year. Clay, and so this is, that falls on Draymond. So I'm not saying all their struggles falls on Draymond, but he's the defensive anchor, and the defense has been awful. That
Steph and Wiggins are playing great. That's it.
Steph's playing like an MVP, except the team's terrible.
And Wiggins is playing well.
very yes, I know. All right. Wiggins has been excellent.
Can you say it? Thank you.
Other story in California.
Just keep.
Did the Lakers
I'm out of them.
mess around and fix Mr. Triple Double? Lake showed 2-1 with Russ coming off the bench.
Yeah, so I think it is important that the Lakers win these games so they are not win as many games as they can so they are not out of it by the time they trade Russ.
What?
But I'm
what makes you think they're trading Russ? I mean, they've been trying for months, Nick.
Hold on.
I'm not saying they're not willing
You're
to
not
trade.
convinced? You think there's a chance Russ finishes the year on the team?
Definitely.
He's been there. They were supposed to trade him, months ago.
No.
They haven't been able to trade him, and now they've actually look.
Hold on, don't you think they've chosen not to trade him to the Pacers?
Well, no, you had deals. You could have traded him probably for John Wall, right? They had opportunities, but I'm saying I don't know that they're going to get a better opportunity, a better deal. And here's the thing. Darvin Ham, putting him on the bench. Let's see the statistics. Russell Westbrook has been very good off the bench. Look at this. Off the bench, the points are up, 100%. The rebounds are up, the assists are up, everything.
The field goal percentage.
The field goal percentage. And Nick, I know you watch them every night. The energy,
and
the intensity,
and by the way, his
attitude, yes.
All that's true.
And so look, their problem is you got to add more shooting.
Right, which how are you going to do it?
Russell Westbrook is doing.
No, I'm not blaming Russ. Listen, I think Russ has taken the demotion because it's not demotion.
But see,
it is
don't
a
throw it out there.
reassignment.
As a guy that likes to see the Lakers win, don't throw out demotion.
That's right.
No, that's what I'm saying.
He may see this and get upset.
No, that's why I said call it a reassignment.
Yeah.
However, they are untenable as a winning team if you have to put Matt Ryan in the game when you need shooting.
Oh, I thought Matt Ryan was.
No, I mean he's a great shooter, but he's not. There's great shooters at your local Y in Utica, but there's not.
Nice go route.
I mean they need to rework the roster in a way. Obviously, by the way, the Beverly acquisition's been a disaster.
You're too down on Pat Beverly.
He had a wonderful 0-point game. His biggest impact in their last win was calming Matt Ryan down when he was excited for the biggest moment of his life.
Good leadership.
But
you don't think he has anything to do with that defensive boost?
No, I think that the defensive boost is that Anthony Davis right now, up to this point, has been the best defensive player in basketball. And he's been
great,
every
but
game.
It takes two.
Almost every game. Can I just say this very quickly on the Russ thing? LeBron signed an extension this summer. It made no sense when it happened. Well, he removes his flexibility. Yeah. He doesn't need the guaranteed money. I didn't understand it. The only way that made sense was the deal was I will commit to you guys for another year if you guys will commit that those 27 and 29 draft picks are in play for the Wright trade. I believe that was the agreement they made with Pelinka. So I think the reason they haven't traded Russ is because they're waiting to see what that best possible deal is going to be, knowing the Indiana deal probably isn't going anywhere. I have not even, until you just said it, opened my mind to the possibility that they're not trading him.
Oh, yeah. It's very possible.
Why is he talking about $6 million a year?
Darvin is sincere. I really
totally
don't believe
agree.
he's just lying.
Can only Lakers win that? Well, the team you trade him to. We're trading $6 million of the year.
Oh, you think Darvin Ham's like, yeah.
Yeah,
Russ is on the Pacers.
If he goes elsewhere, he's already
who knows?
A triple-double.
I don't know. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.